everyone, it's Jeff Douglas, physical therapist, certified athletic trainer, and owner of the Defensive Doctor, helping individuals defeat chronic diseases and prevent pain. And today I am going to go over common mistakes that I see with my clients and patients when it comes to the cat camel, cat cow, whatever you want to call it, exercise. I know at least there's a cat in it. Some do the moo cow, and I don't even know what sound the camel makes. I just know they got like a big tongue and some humps, and maybe I'll ride one day, who knows. All right, so here we go. So for the setup, you want the hands under the shoulders, okay? Knees under the hips. I'll see people kind of go out like this, and there's modifications that I'll show in a future video, or maybe in this video I will, where you can adjust that, but in general, we want that, okay? And the whole purpose of the cat camel is to take the spine through flexion, extension from the neck all the way into the lumbar spine, working into the pelvis, okay? And what a lot of people struggle with is they don't know how to dissociate. And dissociate means how can control one joint without moving another joint. So common ones you'll see is when people do hip extension, they'll extend their back at the same time. They can't disassociate doing the hip only or doing the back only. They move both together. You know, sometimes with the shoulder, they'll hike a shoulder or something like that versus being able to control just that shoulder, or maybe when they get up top, they'll bend one way or another. So when we're here, what I want to see is you want to start, and there's two ways to do it. You can just do a general one where you move your whole spine at the same time, or we can do one where you work your lumbar spine first, then your thoracic spine, and then your neck, and then reverse it. So then I'm going into extension. So I anterior pelvic tilt my pelvis. Now I'm extending my thoracic spine. And then at the end, I do my neck, okay? What I'll see a lot of people do who can't disassociate is when they start doing it, they'll start rocking forward, back when they're doing it, okay? To try to round it, they'll move forward. When they arch it, they'll sit back. Don't want to see that. You should be able to stay right here and only move the spine without shifting, okay? Another big one that I see with people when it comes to this exercise is they might not be able to get their pelvis involved, okay? So they might be able to get their thoracic spine move, but they don't have that ability to pelvic tilt, which is very important for low back health, all right? You should be able to control where the position that your lumbar spine's in when it comes to that, all right? Now, what are the scenarios when you might be able to do something differently when it comes to this, when it comes to kind of moving your hands? So one example is if I sit back here and I put my hands like this, I locked my lumbar spine in one position, and now I can just flex, that's extension here, and then flex my thoracic spine. So if I want to just do some neck and mid-back mobility, I can lock it in place. Or the other one is I come here, I put my back into extension, and I just only do my pelvis. Now I'm doing flexion or anterior pelvic tilt, and then a posterior pelvic tilt there with my back. So if we want to practice just mobilizing one area and be able to control that, that would be a way to modify the exercise to focus on those areas. So depending what your goal is, what you're looking for, what you can't control would be appropriate for that. But I think the big things is the setup. Okay, make sure your setup's good here. And then the ability to not shift your weight different ways when you're doing this. You should be able to lock it in place and then just control the spine by itself without any of that weight shift. Oh, and another one I see with people is they'll dip their arms when they're doing it, and then they'll extend their arms, okay? Elbows stay locked when you do it. They should not move when you do it, okay? You shouldn't be going. Again, another dissociation problem that many people, they lose that ability to control the different spinal segments of our vertebral column there. So try it out, maybe videotape yourself, see if you do one of those, any of those errors I talk about. And if you do, can you try to fix it with how I showed how to properly do it? That's it for today. Hope you enjoy. Leave a comment below if you have anything to say about or any questions, and I'll get to you. Take care. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information useful or helpful, please subscribe to this channel. Just drag that mouse right over to the red box, click it so that you're notified the next time that I post a video. Again, thank you so much.